Hi guys and girls, I'm Obsidian and welcome to something a little bit different. Today we're looking at a demo of atmospheric flight using some Elite Dangerous assets. Now you may remember me mentioning this previously in a video about a week ago or so, maybe a week and a half ago, and the video in question, the demo in question, was created by YouTuber Septer Lt. Now they have released a video over on their YouTube channel. It's done pretty decent in terms of views, so you may have seen this already. And recently, last week in fact, they also released a downloadable video. Both the link to the video as well as the demo itself are available in the video description below, so do go check them out. You can download this demo for around about 500 megabytes, so it's a very quick download, depending on your internet speed of course. Now this was created in the Unreal Engine 4, so it looks quite distinctly different to Elite Dangerous. It's also using Elite Dangerous assets, particularly here the Eagle, the ship cockpit, which there is an external view of it as well. I can't remember the key right now to change the view out. But also one of the city models, in this particular case a city model used for Erlich City, as well as a few of the other ground bases in Elite Dangerous. Now a few of you may not have seen this. They're fairly rare. I say that they're fairly rare as in they're not everywhere. You'll certainly come across them from time to time, but with the amount of new players on the game, it's likely you won't have seen this in the game, so they're well worth going in and checking out. They're not normally full of water. They'll be full of whatever ground surface you find these cities located on, but they do have roads on them that you can actually fly, or drive rather, your SRV through. I do actually wish Frontier made better use of these cities, as they're very nice and have huge amounts of potential. Now as to the demo in question, this was, as I said, created in the Unreal Engine 4. It also uses a plugin called True Sky for creating the volumetric clouds, and volumetric clouds are a huge deal when it comes to any sort of flight simulator, and as far as I know, there's no other space game that currently uses volumetric clouds, although I do know that Star Citizen is going to be using them very soon in an upcoming update. Now the big deal with volumetric clouds, of course, is that they're solid, or not solid, that they're real 3D spaces. You can actually fly right into them, you can fly through them and out the other side. So they basically look and feel very much like what you'd expect a real cloud to actually look like. It's something I'm hugely looking forward to seeing in future space games. Of course, volumetric clouds, volumetric technology opens up lots of other possibilities as well, including the potential to fly into gas giants, and yet they wouldn't just be limited to clouds there. They'd need huge swirling storms, vortex, weather systems. We can't really class the rain here on the rain on the canopy, or as nice as it looks, as a true weather system, because as you'll notice, as we get up above the clouds, the rain still plays on the canopy. So basically it's just a sprite animation at the moment. Any real weather effects are not here in this particular demo. They give us a bit of the concept of what we could expect if such a thing were to actually make it into Elite. I'd also like to see full-on weather effects. Anyone who's seen the recent videos on Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 would have seen the various different types of weather that are going to be present in that game. And that includes airplanes icing up as they fly into very cold areas. So like I say, for me at least, volumetric clouds are a big deal. Lots of gameplay possibilities in there as well, because of the amount of impact all of these could have on the flight mechanics of any plane or any ship. Now the big question of course is when, or indeed if, something like this is actually going to come to Elite Dangerous, and the very simple answer to that question is that we do not know. There's absolutely no hint whatsoever that atmospheric worlds of any type are coming to Elite. There has been leaks over the course of the past year talking what the next paid update for Elite is going to be. That's going to be released at the end of 2020, and the leaks suggest it's going to be space legs and base building. And it specifically said that there's no word on atmospheric worlds, which would be a shame, as for me at least, they're a big deal. Now, another thing you'll notice in this atmospheric demo is that the texture pattern for the sea, for the ocean, is very basic. Once you're up high, you can see how it repeats. You can see that as it hovers off into the distance there. But as you get closer to the surface, it looks extremely stunning. So a challenge for games like this nonetheless, but something which hopefully can be overcome. And let's just do a little bit of surface skimming here. I might clip into the ocean there. I did clip into the ocean. Of course, speeds here are a thing. Now, something most people who have played Elite Dangerous will have noticed is that perceived speeds over planetary surfaces really don't often seem that high. It doesn't seem like you're flying at high velocities. But even in a reasonable ship, you can easily get to 300 meters a second, which is actually 670 miles an hour. And that's a pretty significant speed by any standards. But for some reason in Elite, in my experience at least, the perceived speed actually seems rather slow. Something that hopefully could be addressed in the future. So yes, if you do want to have a look at this, and I really do encourage you to do so, it's very, very basic. There's no particularly special flight mechanics here, but it gives you a bit of a concept and a bit of a feel as to what to expect from atmospheric planets with Elite Dangerous. Again, do check out the links in the video description. I really hope you all have a fantastic new year. I'll be back very soon with some more videos. As always, thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys and girls next time.